What exactly is attraction? Sometimes you lock eyes with someone across a room, and before a single word is spoken, there's already a subtle energy at play, a magnetic pull that's almost impossible to explain. But here's the real question: how do you amplify that energy? And more importantly, how do you sustain it while keeping just enough distance to maintain the spark? Today, we're going to explore the power of attraction, how to draw someone in, and how to keep the balance between closeness and space so that the connection remains alive and exciting. Let's begin with the foundation of attraction: confidence. Attraction always starts with you. The way you carry yourself, the energy you bring into a room, and even the smallest gestures can make a massive difference. People who move with confidence, who stand tall, who look others in the eye and smile with genuine warmth, these are the individuals who naturally draw others in. Imagine talking to someone who doesn't fidget, doesn't glance away nervously, but instead listens calmly and holds your gaze. That kind of quiet, assured presence is magnetic. It signals that you're comfortable in your own skin, and that calm, stable energy acts like a beacon, inviting others to come closer. But what if you're not naturally confident? The good news is, confidence can be built and practiced. Start with posture, standing tall, shoulders back, head held high. When you walk into a room, take a moment to slow down and breathe, grounding yourself in the present. Eye contact is crucial, not the intense, staring kind, but a steady, friendly gaze that shows you're present and interested. And don't underestimate the power of a genuine smile. Smiling isn't just about showing happiness, it's about openness, warmth, and approachability. Think about it. When you say, "It's great to see you," while looking someone in the eye, your words feel twice as powerful. You're sending a clear message that you value the moment and the company. Now, let's talk about the ways you can build attraction beyond confidence. The first is through body language. Non-verbal cues are often louder than words. Standing tall, maintaining steady eye contact, and smiling genuinely, these small moves make a huge impact. When you greet someone with energy and presence, your body language communicates sincerity and interest. This is especially true in those early moments when words are few and impressions matter most. Next, use humor. Laughing together creates instant connection. Humor is more than just making someone laugh, it's about sharing a moment of joy, breaking tension, and showing that you can find lightness even in awkward situations. Imagine you're at dinner with someone and the food is taking forever. You could say, "I think the chef loved our order so much, they're keeping it for themselves." Suddenly, the tension melts away and you both share a laugh. Humor is an invitation to relax and connect, and it's a powerful tool for drawing people in. Curiosity is another key ingredient for attraction. Don't give everything away at once. A little mystery fuels intrigue and keeps someone coming back for more. It's not about playing games, it's about letting the conversation unfold naturally, leaving some things to the imagination. Even something as simple as, "I'll tell you the rest later, it's a surprise," can keep someone intrigued. When you reveal everything immediately, the excitement fades. But if you leave space for curiosity, you give the other person a reason to keep seeking you out. But here's where things get interesting. Attraction isn't just about closeness, it's about balance. Too much attention, too much availability, and too much eagerness can actually dampen the spark you're trying to create. If you push too hard, if you smother someone with constant messages or demands for attention, the energy shifts. Instead of feeling drawn in, the other person may begin to feel pressured or overwhelmed. That's why one of the most attractive qualities is the ability to maintain the right distance. Let's break this down with some practical tips for maintaining that balance. First, focus on your own life. Have hobbies, goals, and friends outside of your romantic interests or relationships. Independence is attractive. When you say, I can't talk right now, I'm heading to the gym, you're showing that you have your own priorities and that your life is full and interesting. People are drawn to those who are passionate and engaged in their own pursuits. It signals that you're not looking for someone to fill a void, but rather you're inviting them to join you in a life that's already vibrant. Next, don't overwhelm with attention. Attention is wonderful, it shows you care. But too much of it can feel like pressure. Instead of texting every 5 minutes to check in, try sending one or two warm, thoughtful messages during the day. These messages carry more weight and feel more intentional. It's the difference between quality and quantity. When you give someone space, you allow them to miss you, to think about you, and to look forward to your next interaction. Creating small gaps is another way to keep attraction alive. Being present all the time reduces excitement. When you step back occasionally, whether that means taking time for yourself, focusing on work, or spending time with friends, you create a sense of longing. Longing is a powerful fuel for attraction. It's the feeling of wanting, of anticipation, of wondering what the other person is doing. That little bit of distance keeps the spark burning because it gives space for desire to grow. Let's look at a small scenario to illustrate this idea. Imagine two people texting. Wrong approach. A. Why didn't you reply right away? I've been waiting for hours. B. I was busy but I'll drop everything now. This exchange can feel needy and pressured. It's not attractive, it's suffocating. Right approach. A. You took a while to reply. What were you up to? B. I was out with some friends, it was fun. What about you? This version shows that you have your own life, your own friends, and your own experiences. You keep the energy light and engaging, inviting conversation without demanding constant attention. You're not apologizing or begging for connection, you're simply sharing your life and keeping things interesting. Attraction is built on two things: closeness and space. Confidence, body language, humor, and curiosity are the tools that pull someone toward you. They create warmth, excitement, and interest. But protecting your independence, holding back just a little, and leaving room for longing keeps that spark alive for the long haul. The secret is balance. Too much closeness and the excitement fades. Too much distance and the connection weakens. But when you find that sweet spot, when you're present but not overwhelming, when you're engaged but not desperate, you create a dynamic that feels both exciting and safe. Think about the relationships and connections you've admired or envied. Chances are they're built on this delicate balance. The people involved are drawn to each other, but they also have lives outside of one another. They laugh, they flirt, they share stories, but they also respect each other's time and independence. They don't rush things or force intimacy. Instead, they let the connection unfold naturally, giving each other space to grow and breathe. This balance isn't just important for romantic relationships, it applies to friendships, work relationships, and even family dynamics. When you approach others with confidence, warmth, and a touch of mystery, you become someone people want to be around. And when you protect your own interests and space, you show that you value yourself, which makes you all the more attractive. So, how can you start putting these principles into practice today? Begin by checking in with yourself. Are you confident in who you are? Or are you comfortable being alone, pursuing your own passions and interests? If not, that's the first step. Build a life that excites you, independent of anyone else. When you do connect with someone, remember to use body language that's open and inviting. Smile, make eye contact, and be present in the moment. Use humor to break the ice. And don't be afraid to be playful and lighthearted. Keep a little mystery alive. You don't have to share every detail or every feeling right away. Let conversations unfold naturally and don't be afraid to leave some things for later. And most importantly, protect your own space. Don't drop everything for someone else. Maintain your routines, your hobbies, and your friendships. Give yourself and the other person room to breathe. When you master the art of balancing closeness and space, you'll find that attraction becomes effortless. You'll draw people in without trying too hard, and you'll keep the connection exciting and fresh. You'll be someone who's not only interesting and fun to be around, but also someone who's secure and independent. And remember, the goal isn't to play games or manipulate others. The goal is to create genuine, lasting connections that are built on mutual respect, interest, and excitement. When you value yourself and your own life, others will value you too. When you're present but not overwhelming, you become irresistible. When you leave room for longing, you keep the spark alive. If this helped you understand how to build attraction and keep it alive by maintaining the right distance, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Because in the next videos, we'll dive into the small mistakes that can kill attraction and how to keep your connection exciting even as time goes on. Subscribe now and let's build stronger, more magnetic relationships together. Whether you're looking to spark a new connection or keep the flame burning in an existing one, remember, attraction is a dance between closeness and space. Master that dance and you'll unlock the secret to relationships that are vibrant, exciting, and deeply fulfilling.